Hi, this is Casey with Mammoth Minis, and I got another battle report for you today, showcasing Skaven versus Nighthaunt. This was the last battle that I played while my father David from NYC Warhammer Players was in town, and he wanted to show me how he likes to play Nighthaunt. He likes to play an MSU list, lots of drops, 14 drops, so that he can maximize how many units are going into the underworlds and therefore appearing and hoping to make that 10-inch charge for the pile-in in the charge phase. Okay, for my Skaven list, I brought an Arch Warlock with the Vigor Dust Injector and more Warp Power spell. I've got a Grey Seer on Screaming Bell with the Death Frenzy spell and Verminous Valor to be able to pass off wounds to other Skaven units on a 5-up. I've got 2 units of 40 Clan Rats and 1 unit of 20 Clan Rats. I've got a Rattling Gun, 15 Acolytes, 3 Storm Fiends, a Hell Pit Abomination, a Doom Wheel, and a Warp Lightning Cannon. For the Nighthaunt list, David brought Lady Olinda, the Mortarch of Grief with the Lifestealer spell, Spirit Torment as the General with the Ruler of the Spirit Host trait, Guardian of Souls with the Nightmare Lantern with the Soul Cage spell, Kurdos Valentian the Craven King, a Karn Wraith with the Midnight Tome, so he has the Spectre Tether spell and is a wizard, 3 units of 10 Grimghast Reapers, 2 units of 5 Hex Wraiths, 2 units of 3 Spirit Hosts, a unit of 20 Chain Rasp Horde, and a unit of 8 Mindworn Banshees. For the battle plan today, we have Battle for the Pass, where both armies are sequestered to the far sides of the map. It's a fight to control 4 objectives, with your own objective being worth only a single point, the 2 objectives in the center being worth 2 points, and 4 points if you can get to your opponent's objective. The limited deployment range did not leave me with many options. I deployed with Clan Rats blocking all my important pieces, and I left 20 Clan Rats and an Abomination near the Gnawhole. The Nighthaunt deployed with 7 units in the Underworlds and doing a pretty good job blocking the Gnawhole in the back. So because he had so many drops, I'm in the position here where I get to choose who goes first. I feel like my back is against the wall here because he's going to be ambushing me from all directions, and my army list is about preserving my very weak core artillery elements, allowing them to do as much damage as I possibly can before they get taken out. So I have to decide, do I want to start from this fortified position and just try to blow them out as fast as I can, or do I take the first turn and try to get on those objectives? I decide to take the first turn and go on the objectives because, I'm going to be on the back foot the whole game. They're going to get all the objectives, be racking up the objectives. They have those ethereal saves. I might not take them out fast enough, and then I'm just going to be fighting uphill the whole time trying to get back on objectives. I'm really going to have to table them in the first 2-3 turns or I'm screwed. So I decide to take the first turn, use that, hopefully using that extra 2-inch run move that the Clan Rats have to really collect as much objectives as I can, and then just hope to stay as fortified as I can so that I can get a head up on objectives, so that even if I start losing some key pieces a little too early, I'll still be able to compete at objectives and pull the game out in the end. To start the turn, Skaven sent a massive Abomination into the center Gnawhole, taking the objective easily. The Clan Rats with their +2 to run are also able to take the second center objective. The 100 Clan Rats are also able to make a wide perimeter around the key pieces in the center. The Skaven shooting is able to kill a couple Chain Rasps, but this turn was mainly spent getting set up. They collect 5 victory points to end the turn. David's Nighthaunt started the turn by casting Mystic Shield on the Craven King. The Skaven greedily taking the objectives mean the Nighthaunt forces don't have much ground to cover to be able to charge the front lines. More and more units start to appear from the underworlds. It's clear that Skaven are going to have to withstand a massive charge. Other than a unit of Hex Wraiths and Mindworn Banshees that remained in the underworlds, nearly the entire Nighthaunt force is about to charge the Skaven front line. The Skaven left little room for ambushing, but Olinder and some Grimghast Reapers try to assault from the side. The Skaven embrace for what could be a horrific charge, any roll of 10 or greater allowing the unit to attack immediately in the charge phase as well as later in the combat phase. The charge phase commences with Hex Wraiths using their fly to break through the front line. Though Kurdos crashes in to join the cavalry, unit after unit fails the charge, leaving Skaven some hope that they might be able to survive this. While the clan rats are being ripped apart, careful care is made so that the remaining clan rats will be fully within the battle shock immunity bubble from the Screaming Bell. This calculation leaves the Rattling Gun exposed and a single Hex Wraith is able to pile in and kill it. The Nighthaunt end the turn behind with 3 victory points, but the Skaven are left brutally exposed. There will be no mercy for the Skaven as the Nighthaunt win the initiative and commence a double turn. The Spirit Torment General uses Master of the Spirit Host to restore the Hex Wraith unit to full. Lady Olinder casts Grief Stricken on the Storm Fiends, reducing the power of one of Skaven's key units. Next, she peels back her veil and the crew of the Doomwheel nearly lose their mind in terror, reducing them to only a single wound remaining. The Nighthaunt next began moving into position to charge the exposed Skaven forces. Reapers make their way towards the Abomination. Though Spirit Hosts guard the back, Skaven doesn't have anything in a good position to send through the knotholes anyway. Kurdos sets up for a nasty charge. The last 2 units, Hex Wraiths and Banshees, appear from the underworlds behind Lady Olinder. The Reapers make a short charge into the Abomination. Though the Hex Wraiths roll Snake Eyes, the Reapers and Olinder make it into the Doomwheel. Kurdos launches face first into the vulnerable Skaven center. Those are the only successful Nighthaunt charges. The combat phase starts with Kurdos Valentian. He focuses all his attacks on the Arch Warlock, but some key saves leave him with 1 wound remaining. Next, the Abomination piles in and easily rips the Reapers apart. As the combats play out, all units only suffer minor casualties, other than the Doomwheel going down, which was expected. The Nighthaunt have swarmed the objectives and get 5 points to end the turn. As the Skaven start turn 2, the bell tolls to provide a useless movement bonus. The first spell is eaten by the Mindmorn Banshees to give them +1 attack, but Death Frenzy goes off on the Storm Fiends. In the movement phase, the Clan Rats move up to swarm the side objective. The Clan Rats run up the side, but a building blocks the objective. With a double turn, they may be able to charge these Nighthaunt and turn the game around. In the shooting phase, Skaven revs up the lightning cannon, and a gaping hole is left where Kurdos once stood. More Skaven shooting is able to rip up the left flank. The Abomination continues to rip into the Nighthaunt. At the end of the turn, Skaven racks up 3 points to tie the game. Skaven win the initiative to start round 3. They continue to pepper the Nighthaunt units with shooting. The fact that the Storm Fiends are now on their 3rd turn with Grief Stricken is really hurting their damage output. The Clan Rats make the charge and the key fight ensues. The Clan Rats manage dozens of wounds against the Nighthaunt units, yet they seem to disappear before damage is inflicted. With only 7 damage total, the Skaven combat was ineffective. The Abomination continues to clean house and Skaven end the turn with another 3 points. Lady Olinder kicks off the Nighthaunt turn by melting the cannon with mortal wounds. A few ghosts start advancing towards the right objective, hoping to do something about the abomination. Using their 12-inch movements, 2 Hexwraiths come back and steal the main objective from the Skaven. Olinder advances towards the defenseless Skaven acolytes. With the help of a spirit torment, she charges in and starts melting them away. A few clan rats die, but the abomination continues stomping any ghost that gets too close. Units are lost in battle shock on both sides, but the Nighthaunt nearly double their score with 7 points gained this turn. Skaven win the objective, a glimmer of hope to get back in this game. They cast Death Frenzy on the abomination, and then the clan rats immediately retreat, getting as close to the back objective as they can. The Bell is basically dead in the water, but the abomination obliterates the Karnwraith, and the Skaven gain 6 points to hold a fragile lead. It's 1-1 on this key back objective, but the Nighthaunt retreat the Spirit Torment to keep control. Nighthaunt moves in to try to take all the objectives. Lady Olinder piles in first and takes down the Hell Pit Abomination. He uses Death Frenzy to pile in but is unable to drag her down with him. However, the Abomination is too horrible to die. He immediately comes back to life, and having not been picked to pile in yet, he piles in and takes down Lady Olinder, holding Nighthaunt at 6 points to end the round. Skaven win the initiative for a final chance at a Hail Mary to win the game. The Bell strikes down a Hexwraith but is still dead in the water. The clan rats retreat with one more model to hold the back objective, and the abomination moves forward. The abomination splits his attacks, with the first round obliterating the Mymorn Banshees. But the second set of attacks whiffs, denying Skaven the much needed objective. This strands Skaven at 6 points for the turn. While this pulls Skaven ahead, the Nighthaunt are going to have no problems getting all 9 objectives in their final turn.
Your souls are ours. By scythe or by shrieking spell, by blade or by banshee's cry, the dead will have what we are owed.
Okay, let's go over the video recap. Okay, for the Skaven, it's very similar to the list that I played last time. I added a little bit more clan rats, to help me screen. As far as the list, it's the same as I was talking about last time, my battle report versus the Slaves to Darkness. The cannon is still doing amazing, the abomination is still doing amazing. In this game I was really playing scared, and I needed to protect my artillery. Got that double turn. It kind of put me in a bad spot, took down my rattling cannon, took down my doom wheel before they ever got a chance to shoot, and that was really a huge impact on this game. But for the Nighthaunt, so David was playing my Nighthaunt models. I've had them for a long time. I was really excited when they came out. I've really been struggling with my Nighthaunt. I've considered selling them. Painting them is really difficult. So David showed me, he's like, let me show you how I play a MSU list. So he had 14 drops, 7 units in the underworld, and they're all coming out and they're all charging, and it's like a lot of board control. It's really interesting and it's really fun. So it really reinvigorated my interest in Nighthaunt. Sure, they're not, they don't have a lot of crazy tricks that puts them at the top of the meta right now, but playing MSU is unlike any other list, especially as a death player, because every single death army has always been hordes of units that come back to life, hordes of units that benefit from a double attack. So death has always been a horde army, and then to be able to play a death army that has all flying, highly mobile, deep striking, and being able to play MSU, it's just, even if it's not the best, it's a really interesting, totally different way to play Age of Sigmar that's, if nothing else, it leads to enjoyable games. So it really reinvigorated my love for Nighthaunt. So I've been painting my Nighthaunt a lot. I've been list building, theory crafting. I've been looking at what some of the best players in the world are doing, watching Nighthaunt videos. So that's So overall, Nighthaunt did a lot of cool things. Kurdos is a beast. Bolinder's very interesting. The hex rates with their long movement, everybody ambushing, everybody flying, everybody ethereal saves. Really cool stuff. So this game really put Nighthaunt back on the table for me, and I've been painting and playing and having fun with it. So I hope you enjoyed the battle report. I got another one coming soon. I already have it. I'm already working on it. More painted, more fully painted army. So thanks for watching. If you like it, give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.